Hello, good morning, everybody. Thank you, Saturday Morning Fan. It is the last Saturday stream of 2024.
It is. It's so weird to say that, but here we are, December 28th, 2024. Welcome to your Saturday live stream, all you wonderful, beautiful people. Who are we?
And James, don't tell Omnibus what to do.
Don't tell him what you ain't his mom, James.
We are Make Condition, a channel where you can be part of a positive, honest community and like playing with some comic book knowledge. I'm Astonishing Melanie, and this is the Uncanny Omar. And together we are babes. No, Omni.
Speaking of, Max reminded me I need to catch up on Dragon Ball Daima. He said the last episode was amazing, and yeah, I'm like 3 episodes behind. I was enjoying that show. It's very, very Dragon Ball GT, that's for sure. So yes, how is everybody going? We're giving away Micronauts. Yes, we are. I've chosen the winners already from the Christmas stream. So if you watch the Christmas stream and you commented on it, that's awesome. Well, I didn't choose it. The automatic name picker chose them. So good luck, everybody. I'll announce them in the about 12 o'clock or so. Good morning minutes.
I mean, wonderful and beautiful. You take that back.
Gosh, John.
Ben is asking, is 2025 bringing us any more NMC variant covers like that Extremity in the background?
Oh, yeah, we've actually been talking about that, what the next one should be, and seeing what perhaps how many minimum copies they need, because like every company is different. You need a minimum amount to do it. So yeah, I think honestly that's why I went ahead and give them a blessing to do it, because I thought the retailers were taking a bigger gamble ordering so many copies of this book with just the near mint condition variant. But I know that Cheap Graphic Novels was out, and talking to BD Cosmos, they sold their final copy a couple of weeks ago to somebody in the US. So yeah, I think Walt's out too. I don't know, but here we are, and hopefully we will. Finally started reading the Marvel Ultimate Universe, and I'm loving it so far. Finished Ultimate Invasion, read Ultimates 1 online, now reading Ultimate Spider-Man. I've heard Ultimates is one of the best comics, and I got the trade paperback, and I started reading, and I thought, you know what? No, I have to save this for 2025, because every year I do my favorite reads of the year at the last day of the year, and I was like, I can't sneak this into 2024, even though these issues came out in 2024, but the collected edition comes out in 2025. Should I get Doctor Strange Omnibus? I already have a lot of the Epic Collection. How much do you love Doctor Strange? Ryan Wilson, I'm gonna drive your house and kill you.
Oh my god!
I mean, it's the spirit of Christmas.
Just tell him to jump off a cliff. That's better.
He probably has jumped off a lot of cliffs. He's from like Virginia or something.
When will you release January's new collected edition?
This coming Friday. Yeah. And I'm debating on doing the Marvel solicitations for April on Thursday. I need to look at my schedule. What comic do you want on the big screen? Like series? Oh man, I love the New Warriors, man. That's right, Wilson.
You would like the New Warriors?
I love the New Warriors.
That's a good answer.
Not a lot of love for the New Warriors out there, but who knows? Maybe one day.
People in the chat, what would you like? Like, make it random and obscure. Who do you want to see on the screen? That
Wolverine cutting people's hair from Wolverine, the best there is. Charlie Houston did a horrible Wolverine comic, and he did like a great Moon Knight comic. I don't know what happened.
Hey, Dom.
Pick Ultimate Universe for the win. Dom of X, everybody. He's still of X. I've been loving Ultimates. It's Denise Camp. Duh. And I've been so excited for Omar to read issue 2 for the arrival of a certain character. Ooh. I hope it's Ultimate Night Thrasher, and he comes with a surfboard instead of a skateboard. Power Pack movie would be cute.
If the New Warriors got on the big screen, it would be the Civil War.
I hate you, Warren. You and Ryan can go to that same cliff.
I'm just clicking on these before we get to John's super chat, because it's a top 5 question.
Wait, is it a hard one again?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Oh, yeah? Good morning, Dom of X. Okay, so, what do we got? Top 5 writer artists working. Like, they're both writer and artist, or just writer / artist? Okay, well, yeah. Okay, never mind. I know how to answer to this.
Thank you, John.
Working today. There's a lot that are still working today, right?
We got this dude right here, Chip Zdarsky.
You got your 5.
We got the 10th printing of Transformers. I got
Dude,
the
you
gold
love
edition.
Transformers. That's crazy.
I love Daniel Warren Johnson.
What's the gold
And I
edition?
picked up issue 2 of The Moon is Following Us.
Okay, so that's 2. You like Daniel Warren Johnson.
Yeah, so see, it's
Oh,
all pretty. I was like, for $5, you get the 10th printing with this Starscream cover in gold, covering Optimus Prime. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Okay, so yes, I'd say Jed McKay. He's got some good
that was
stuff
one of
coming
mine.
out. Okay,
That was one of
that's
mine.
3.
For me,
I'm gonna put this in the
you keep
sleeve,
thinking
not the Transformers.
I would put Jed McKay up there. I really like what Tom Taylor is doing. I really like what I like Christopher Cantwell. I like his independent stuff a little more than I like his superhero stuff, but his superhero stuff is solid. Who else do I enjoy that is out there, kind of newish and working today, like working hard? Jed McKay is pumping out, man. He's like got a lot of comics out there.
Just a second, TV. I'll start your comic because there's a question in it.
So that's 3. I guess I need to put an artist in there. Bruno Redondo,
Jeff
I think
Johns.
it's excellent. Yeah, Jeff Johns was great. Like, but he's been great for so long that I consider him like, I can't believe I'm going to say this, mid school, not old school. He's in the mid now. He's mid school, not because he's bad, just because he's not old, but he's been around for 25. Writing professionally for 26 years. Dan Mora probably is an artist. I really like his art. Although Michael Kiketo is killing it in everything that he does.
Oh yes, I love him. Dan Mora.
Jeremy
Final
Adams.
answer, Dan Mora.
Oh gosh, okay.
There's the 5th one.
Jeremy Adams is another one that I really like everything. Because he respects everything that's come in the past. And Zub's Conan. That's tough. Okay, McKay, Jim Zub.
Oops. We did not
Whoa,
read
John.
the question correctly. All right, so Daniel Warren Johnson, Chip Zdarsky. I got 2.
Daniel Warren Johnson comes to mind. Sean Gordon Murphy. Who else is a writer artist? Declan Chauvet. And let me think here.
No, it doesn't, Carson. But wait.
Dang it, John! Now you threw me for a loop.
Question say working today. Oh, so working today doesn't mean like it doesn't matter how long. It's not like they're modern. It's just working today.
Rob Liefeld.
I'm so proud of myself. I saw a Rob Liefeld comic and I said, no, I'm not buying it.
How dare you?
It was Deadpool. I was like, no, I'm not gonna like it.
Rob Liefeld. I actually think...
Oh, that sounded so mean. I'm just saying.
He's gonna block you.
It's not for me. It's not for me. It's
on Twitter because that's what he does.
I mean, just like Zdarsky's not for everybody.
Man, I actually Jeff Lemire. Like he's not my favorite artist.
That's
but Jeff
what
Lemire
I was gonna say that, but
yeah,
I didn't think you necessarily enjoyed everything.
John Byrne ain't working anymore, Hot DeLorean. You can't even find him online.
I don't think.
Oh no,
Pete Moko's narrative style for me.
I love her Ultimate
art.
X-Men. I'm actually with Jordan. I like her Ultimate X-Men. I think it's one of the best comics out there. Because it's so different.
What do you read? You don't pick up single issues.
I'm 6 months away from you.
Okay. Ben Templesmith, John Byrne, Jim Starlin.
John Byrne ain't drawn anything in years.
Lanning.
Although I love him. Andy Lanning, is he still inking? I think he's still inking.
Here, let me get to Omnibus super chat. Thank you, John.
In order, dude. Is that what you call me? I put all my X-Men collection in reading order, mix Omnis, OHCs, and trades. I hate myself. When are you gonna do a new Roarder? I think in January we're doing. I need to meet with Dom, talking about the January schedule. So yeah, I think in January I'm gonna bring it back. Or at least let people vote on Patreon in January for the next reading order and then kick it off in February. So I miss it. It's just a lot of work. Charles Burns is a good one. Yeah, he's still doing a lot of stuff out there. John, what's the last thing John Byrne did, guys? I want to know. He elsewhere, and he quit that too, and that was his own thing he was doing. He's like, I'm not having fun anymore. I think he's having a hard time seeing, kind of like Don Rosa. And
is he?
Yeah. Don's been having eye issues for a long time. Omar, Marvel just released volume 1 of a new Spider-Man manga, Octogirl. It's a little girl Doc Ock.
Oh, really? That sounds adorable.
Spider-Man and real Doc Ock have big roles.
Oh, that sounds
Is
adorable.
it published by Marvel or published by Viz?
I'm totally with my pile over here. I'm gonna work them in with genuine segues. Speaking of adorable manga, this I highly recommend. I picked it up when we were comic shopping last week, and it's just 2 volumes, and it's award winning, and I love the art. And it's she's a concierge at department stores, such as the title suggests, but the all the guests, all the shoppers are animals, and it talks about like extinct animals in every single issue. It's really cool. I love it.
Is it a
Yeah.
menagerie of animals? Like,
Glass
what's it called? What's it called?
The concierge at Hokyoku department store.
Huh.
Okay, I can say concierge without thinking about it, but I can't say the name of the
It
department.
actually looks really sweet.
Oh, Stan Sakai.
Okay, I'm gonna go jump off a cliff with Ryan.
Oh,
and
there
who
you
else
go.
did I send on that cliff?
What is it? Oh, it's Shonen Jump. Thank you, Saturday Morning Fan.
My
what do you think about
comments.
new warriors that got your devotion? I understand Avengers, X-Men, Titans, and JLA devotion, even Thunderbolts, but I don't understand how new warriors got get your love.
I think I was the right age when I was reading it. I was in middle school going into high school, and those kids were young, and I saw a lot of myself in, and I think that's what gravitates a lot of people towards characters, right? Like I see a lot of myself, or who maybe I want to be in characters like Night Thrasher, or characters like Speedball, who's like the goofball, and then a little bit of Marvel Boy or Justice. So I think a lot of it is because of when I read it and just how free and fun those stories were. And reminded me a lot of New Teen Titans by Mark Wolfman and George Perez. And some of the goofiness of New Mutants, yeah, I'm a big fan. Like legit.
It's as good as your team.
Kyle, you can go to that cliff too, okay? I'm just sending everybody to this cliff, Ryan.
Sorry, DV, I forgot to go back.
I'd go for New Warriors up to a point in Epic. Speaking of Epics, reprint announcements coming soon. I need ASM and West Coast Avengers. I know that they have reshuffled everything. So even the list that I had before is on hold, except for the things I've already announced. They're on hold until they, I think David and his team have been working on it. We had a phone call. We had a long phone call. And not to go into too much details, there's a lot of things that they're changing because of like, some of the things that I brought in from retailers and fans. And it was a great phone call, just having, talking about end of the year and things that are coming. And oh my gosh, there's something they're working on right now. I can't say a word, but it's just going to blow everybody's mind. Maybe everybody. There's a couple guys who go, I don't care about that. That's not. What's a book that? Oh, New Universe. New. Although I would like New. Anyway, what the heck was I saying?
I don't know.
Yes. What was the question? What was the question? Post since it's last Saturday stream.
Wait, the question was. Speaking of epics,
announcements
coming soon.
So soon, I hope to have a final list.
Okay. Hey, Kay, since this is the last Saturday stream of 2024, what are your ambitions for 2025? Question open to everyone. Well, is one of your ambitions like reading orders?
Me? Yeah, to bring reading
I have
orders
no
back.
ambitions, Kay. That's my answer.
Wow. and where to start reading. I miss doing those. They take a lot of work, but I've got Dom helping me doing some other things, so maybe he can tackle other things on the channel. So yeah. 90s Marvel line. You all can do with what I just said. Do whatever you want to. And honestly, it's something that's happening, they're trying to get and work on. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, and it sucks. And how close we were is just amazing.
Okay, so we had some good questions here. Any news on Superman Triangle?
Nothing yet. Not a volume 2, if that's what you're looking for. We need it though. Got a friend looking to get into comics. He's interested in Moon Knight. Is there a run that is preferred? A lot of people would go with the classic stuff by Doug Minch and Bill Sienkiewicz, and then Charlie Houston relaunches the line for modern day. Chuck Dixon did it in the 90s. Warren Ellis brought it into more modern day. Jeff Lemire's run is excellent. I'll be honest, I think the most less complex and then adding complexity is Jed McKay's run. I think he did a perfect job of introducing the character, but not everything that makes the character who the character is. because if you've read Moon Knight, you know how complicated he is. He's not just one dude, right? Like that dresses as what people call the White Batman. I love that. He has identity. What is it called, baby? Dissociative disorder. Is that what it is? It used to be multiple personalities, and they changed it to. I think it's like
what is it?
Identity whatever it is that used to be called multiple personalities, and that becomes a complicated story, right? Whenever you're dealing with different characters, but he does such a good job of like introducing you slower to that concept that you're kind of like learning everything that you need to know. Omar, is Australia Suicide Squad any good? Oh my gosh, yes, dude, it's so good. There's some funny moments. If you liked Gail Simone's Secret Six, it takes itself a little more serious than Gail Simone's Secret Six, but there's a lot of fun moments, and especially with the characters of like Deadshot. I think it's great. It's one of my most wanted omnis. But dissociative identity disorder.
I was right. It is did.
I had it backwards. I said identity dissociative disorder. Thank you, Dom. My wishes for 2025: Ultraverse, Shogun Warriors, Quest Probe. Wow, Marvel's 80s limited series collection, and Darkhawk and Alf. This is just in comics. What was the best graphic novel you got for Christmas, if any? Mine is a tie between Desolation Jones, Biohazard, No One, Complete Collection Volume 1, eager to read both. I didn't, this Christmas
for Christmas.
Yeah, this Christmas was a little.
Last Christmas, you got comics. This year, you did.
Yeah, this year was a little different. I lost my dad in October, and I wasn't in a very celebrating kind of mood. So I just bought a bunch of gifts for people, and that was it. I think Melanie got me a cool shirt. I didn't get much. I got an air freshener. That was nice for my basement.
Air purifier,
whatever it is.
Like I said, we went toy comic shopping all last Saturday.
Did I buy myself any? I don't think I bought myself.
You got those dinosaurs.
Oh, the Dino Riders. I did. I'm an idiot. I bought some Dino Riders. Yeah. But I did get a Yen Press box that came with the Delicious and Dungeon box set. So
yeah,
and that's one of my most wanted reads.
I just finished this morning, so I'd like to read that.
Yeah, and people love it. But that's, I guess,
I found this last Saturday. Is Bruce watching? I don't have to order from Amazon. I can use the gift card for something else. I was like, oh, I need this. Swipe it off of the spinning rack. Raw Earth is so good. And then I saw that these two things existed that I didn't know existed. This is, here. How about
sure.
Shadow Show, Stories in Celebration of Ray Bradbury. And it's got like Joe Hill, David Eggers, Alice Hoffman, Harlan Ellison, whose short stories I'm reading. But so it's a collection of short stories. I got this that I didn't know existed. This is the Ice Cream Man Dude. I haven't opened it up yet.
The Ice Cream Man Dude.
Are actually dudes, more than one, because it's W. Maxwell Prince and Martin Morazzo.
Morazzo, I think, yeah.
Man, we saw him at the con, and I didn't get anything signed.
Well, now you know to go and get things signed.
See, look, I naturally segued that. Yeah.
Hey, Rodimus Primer, how you feeling, dude? Elon, how are you, dude? And I like Kane's ambitions. Okay, exercise more.
Ooh, good.
Connect with my friends more and tackle my to
be read. Is that what? Is that what you... That's awesome. Those are really good. We did have a super chat.
Sure.
Do you know if
they're reprinting Doctor Strange Omnis?
Thank you for the super chat.
No, but we are getting close to that time of year where people go and vote for their most wanted Omnis from Marvel Comics. We do that every year around February, maybe early March. I think February is when we start doing it. So make sure you come back and vote for that. But no, as far as I know, there are no Doctor Strange. Which one's out of print? The Sorcerer Supreme from the 90s? Is that the one that's out of print? Because I think Volume 1 and 2 are still in stock. I could be wrong. I got the first two Akira Epics way back.
I was looking at Joe Cole's.
Oh.
Go ahead. Hey, awesome. Michael.
Oh, yes, man. The Akira Epics are some of my favorites. I got the complete set now, 1 through 38. It's one of my favorite collections that I still own in single issues because, unfortunately, there's no way that's going to happen. That's a licensing nightmare. Hello and happy Saturday afternoon from the. Oh, somebody was asking about announcements. Afternoon from the UK. Can I ask the latest Astro City Opus edition, please? has gone very quiet. Hasn't been canned. It hasn't been canned. It's just that Kurt Busiek wants the best product out there, and he's kind of overseeing it. However, Kurt Busiek is also not in the best health, so he can only get to it when he can get to it. How many more announcements? Well, they're reshuffling the list. I did have the entire list from October, November, and December, but now since they're reshuffling, I need a final list before I can go, hey, this is what's coming. So pretty soon. I do have 2 more announcements. I just needed the covers. I just went ahead and recorded, and I hope to release those sometime maybe next week.
So, Morph picked up the Fantastic Four full circle, the expanded.
Oh, it's so good. Yep. This is
after
why she has her
watching
own
your
collection.
overview in OMG, this book is so gorgeous. And all the extras. Wow.
It's great. What about Dino Saucers? That was Tina's jam, man. That was Dino Riders. Dino Riders came out at the right time for me. 1987, 1988. Who I want is the Brontosaurus. Oh my gosh. And that thing, I think the cheapest I've seen it is $2,500. Because I've got the Brontosaurus ain't even a real dinosaur anymore. Can you imagine telling a kid that in the 80s? Like, that's not even a real dinosaur. You go jump off a cliff, buddy. Crush my enemies. See them driven before me, and never mind. How about lose some pounds? Do you know what he's quoting?
No. What are they?
A famous Sumerian.
Who?
Conan.
Oh. Even the part about losing some pounds?
No.
Okay.
He replaced the line because he forgot. This is the Saturday live stream on DeLorean.
Okay.
I've never read any X-Men. I recently ordered Uncanny Volume 2 just in case it sold out, but waiting for Uncanny Volume 1 reprint is killing me. When did you get into Omnis? I'm always curious because it's interesting to see when people came into these collected editions and what's out of print. And hopefully, and like I said, it's very important. And I know people hate, like, they're like, why do you keep adding on all these books I already have? And that's the thing that people forget, is that just because we already have them doesn't mean that new collectors and new readers have them too. And I've waited 5-6 years now for Tomb of Dracula reprint, and it's finally coming. Next year is the 40th anniversary of Squadron Supreme maxi series. I'm hoping it gets a Masterworks. Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, because they could do it in 2.
What? Mr. Omar, Brontosaurus is a real dinosaur again. Don't worry.
Okay.
Mega Man drops. What's the name?
Oh, please don't butcher that. And also, wait a second. If the Brontosaurus is a real dinosaur again, can we start talking about Pluto? Excited for Nascenti's Daredevil. Any news on Daredevil Volume 4? Got to bridge that gap to Miller's. Not only that, but what are you going to do when Volume 5 comes out and they have the Ditko issue that Miller doesn't, and it uses the original colors from the Masterworks? Double dipping, here I come. I had the Brontosaurus when I was a kid. Final Shadow, go find that. Sell it to me. What kind of spine do you think Tomb of Dracula will have now? Small. Oh, that is a good question, because it's in that era that's not really silver. It will probably have the new spine design because they really like that. Hey guys, hope you're both good. Any gallery editions on the schedule? Yes, some that I haven't announced, but again, they're reshuffling everything, so I can't even give hints anymore because I don't know.
Scott, I don't think it is. I think it's a continuation. Maybe Ben could answer your question better. It says it's the first major work from the creative minds behind Ice Cream Man. And I don't know anything about it, but it doesn't say anything about, what is it, Electric Supply?
Let me see.
I want to show this. I'm excited about because it reminded me of Ann Nesenti, that comic about Ann Nesenti's Daredevil. I'm going to pick these up. The What If Galactus chose a different Herald. Ann Nesenti's writing the one about Rogue. What if Rogue was the Herald? And I don't know the other people's. The only name I know is Ann Nesenti.
Wait, let me see who it is. Alex Segura, who's killing it on what's called Dick Tracy right now.
I was like,
Matt Groom, Josh Trujillo, and Kalinda Vasquez. I don't know Kalinda Vasquez. What's she been writing?
So I'll be on the lookout for those.
Good that they're bringing back the What Ifs. Oh my gosh, that's adorable.
Yeah, I picked that cover over the other
My
cover.
wife with the single issues, everybody.
Man, and then it's a connecting cover.
So now you got to get the rest.
I'm going to become a cover chaser. I just really
A cover chaser. Is that a thing?
Is that what Oh, that's not what they're called? I thought it was called Cover Chaser.
Sorry, Omar, I donated all my toys to a charity years ago. Well,
Good
at
for
least
you.
it went to a good cause. You could have picked out the Brontosaurus. That's okay. Do you
Did you
get,
get your-
no, I did not. I'm actually picking it up from Cheap Graphic Novels because they got a bunch of sets for pre-order. So, and it honestly came out a little bit cheaper to go through online retailer than it did to go through their Kickstarter. And I have a buddy of mine that's actually taking 2 of my Cobras and giving me 2 of his Joes, so we're interchanging the books. Cover Chaser's a thing now. Is it a thing now? Cover Chaser, official term now. Copyright that. Copyright that.
Here, I'm trying to find something.
Are we closer to a Jason Aaron's Avengers omnibus? Wink, wink. Been wanting to read it. I was thinking about his run, how it got some hate, but I actually like the team that he chose. Like adding some obscure character, or not obscure, but just characters you wouldn't think of, like Blade or. What are you doing?
I'm showing this to Max. Everybody else.
Oh yeah, the 200 other people watching. Ignore what Melanie's doing right now.
Which X character do you feel the strongest connection to? Jed McKay says Dupe.
Well,
I feel like I already showed this. What's he say? Probably Dupe, as I find him to be an aspirational figure.
What's better, Ultimate X-Men Omni 1 or 2? 1 starts off with a bang, and it gives you the Mark Miller edginess that you may like. Have you guys read any of? Yeah, I've read Soma, and I've read what's the other title that they came out with this year? That's the Chip Zdarsky one, right?
But it's Distillery, Tom Waits, Volume 2. Not Volume 2, Issue 2.
I thought you said Tom Waits.
Tom Waits.
What? They made a comic about Tom Waits?
Thanks, Max. I haven't read it yet, but I read the first one, and they're too big for my short boxes. They gotta go on the shelf.
There will not be a collection tour this year. There will be. I've already have it scheduled to be filmed in January and probably come out sometime in February. Just because there's a lot going on in my life and it's a mess, and I need to pick up things in my head and in my basement. What's better, Extreme X-Men Omnibus 1? I like Salvador La Roca's artwork. Tom Waits for Noah.
Max, we read a book about Tom Waits. Waiting for Godot. You love that book. I read 2 pages, like, oh.
I love that book. What is wrong with you? Welcome to Single Issue Edition. I'm Astonishing Melanie, and this grumpy old man is I love Alpha Omar. No, I do not. Hey, Omar, will you be reviewing Titan reprint of Savage Sword of Conan Volume 3? I just got it in the mail the other day. So, yes, I will be. Hello, Mr. Walter. How are you, Judge Walter? What is Tom waiting for? Yeah, Melanie. Do you think it's possible we will ever get a Marvel Horror Volume 4? I hope so, man. I know those books are out of print, and it's one of those rare books that they probably won't reprint, and if they do reprint them, it'll be years from now. Omar thought Shatterstar OHC led to Cyclops and Phoenix wedding Omni. This new blue and gold Omni, should there be one more omnibus before Cyclops and there'll be the Fatal Attractions omnibus, which is being reprinted. But the problem with that is that, okay, so Shattershot, I'll be honest, I'll tell you exactly the Shattershot story that happened. I think people are really confused on Shattershot because Shattershot, the oversized hardcover, is just called that because they were like, oh man, we messed up. We left out these annuals from the Jim Lee and Chris Claremont X-Men Omnibus Volume 2. What are we going to do? Well, let's put them together with Adjectiveless X-Men 17 through 24 and call it the Shattershot OHC. That Shattershot story took place in the first year. Like, it takes place right after issue 7 of X-Men, right after the Omega Red thing. So this new volume, this new X-Men Gold and Blue that they're coming out with is got the mapping that it's got the perfect mapping because it's that mapping that they're using.
The wedding is after Fatal Attractions, though.
It is, correct.
Okay.
Isn't that what I said?
Oh, I
said you need Fatal Attractions in between issues. So, so what the heck was I saying? Oh, they're mapped like the epics, right? They're mapped in proper order instead of events. The problem is that we voted for Fatal Attractions to be reprinted, and they're reprinting it, and it's leaving out issues 17 through 24 that are found in the Shattershot OHC. So now the question is, what do we do with those issues? Where do we put them? And it's way too late. I know for a fact it's way too late to ask to be added to the Fatal Attractions reprint because that thing has already been sent to the printer. So now it's like, what the heck? are they going to do? If they do, because if they do a volume 2 of Gold and Blue, it's going to double dip with all of the fatal attractions leading into the wedding of Cyclops and Phoenix. So yeah, it's a bit of a mess right now that perhaps
Hey, Mark.
we probably had something to do with that though, because I wanted to leave it open to you all to vote. I also didn't know they were going to add so many issues to Executioner's Song. I just, I thought, oh, people really want Executioner's Song. Maybe they can put Bishop's Crossing and Executioner's Song together. But the collected edition editor, and he's absolutely right, this makes for a better reading experience if we start with adjectiveless and the beginning of Bishop's, like 281. Because they go hand in hand, right? Bishop appears in issue 8, but he had already made the appearance in Uncanny. I hope that makes sense. Peter and I actually talked about doing episodes of these new mappings because there's a lot of confusion, especially when people start saying, hey, is Shattershot collected in here? And yes, it is, but the entire Shattershot OHC isn't. Omar, Melanie, we will miss you at the grand opening, 12/31.
Congratulations, Western Center Comics. They got brick and mortar store up. You guys check them out.
Where are you guys located? In case people are watching right now that are near you, brother. Where's your shop?
Are you gonna have another interview with Mr. Chris Claremont planned? Have enjoyed that.
I love that guy. So yes, I will ask. I'll ask his lady because that's who plans his interviews. Omar or Dom, we had an interesting discussion about the history of the Legion of Superheroes on Dom's channel yesterday. Could any of you do a reading order? Yeah, where's Lars? We need Lars to do a reading order. Him and Omnidog, they freaking love the Legion of Superheroes.
They would be better at than you.
Well, it's not that they would be better. I just don't have the material. Okay. I was waiting on. I have some of the oversized hardcovers, and I'm getting the DC Finest, but that's it.
Are you doing an overview of the X-Men manga based on the anime series? Unless you already did, I missed it. I never knew of that series' existence. I didn't know that series existed.
I forgot to get it, honestly. I haven't gotten it yet, so I guess I could.
And hope my package made it to you safely last week.
If it did, I have not checked our post office because we were out last week, and then this week was all about Christmas get together at our house for the whole family, and then having a get together today that I need to plan. But thank you, and we will be opening it up next Saturday.
Before I get to Silhouette Animators super chat, you'll be first. Let's talk about BD Cosmos.
Oh yes. So if you live in Canada and you want to check out cheap prices for big books, and you go to Montreal, Quebec, and check out BD Cosmos. They also have a website, bdcosmos.com, where you get 25% off your orders of 99 Canadian dollars or more, free shipping everywhere in Canada for every order of 200 Canadian dollars or more. And just tell them to hold your books until you get to that $200 mark and then ship it together. And let them know Near Mint Condition sent you their way, and you'll be added to the monthly $25 gift card raffle. Entries are valid for new and returning customers, and that is
BD Cosmos, with rewards and raffles taking care of customers in Canada.
Hey, yes. Omar, it makes perfect sense. Simply, you drop the ball.
Maybe a liar.
I am keeping my shadow shot. You calling me out? You voted. You don't blame me. Blame the voters. Oh my God, I sound like a politician. No, man, I just made things optional for people.
Have you read the new TVA comic? The Captain Carter in it is confirmed to be from the MCU timeline tree, but the Gambit in it might.
No.
Oh, wait,
what?
You need this one then.
Are you? No, I have not. I haven't read it.
I haven't either. Would you ever be able to do a Bendis or Slott interview?
Sure.
That'd be fun.
Guys are beloved, man. People really like Slott and Bendis.
I was reading Soul Music by Terry Pratchett, and there's all these parodies of rock band names, and one of them I was like, I totally get it. It's We Are Certainly Dwarves. And I was like, what? I freaked out with the girls. I was like, they might be giants. Instead of they might be giants. Terry Pratchett said We Are Certainly Dwarves. Terry Pratchett knows they might be giants. Ooh.
He passed away, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
A couple of years ago.
Yeah, several years ago. It was several years ago. Sinnoh Comics LLC will be opening our official 2K square foot comic shop on December 31st. We are located in Columbus, Georgia, just 80 minutes south of Atlanta.
There you go. Okay, now click on Kyle. According to the official Marvel Index, Shattershot takes place between Uncanny 287 and 288, which makes sense, right? Like that is wrapping up the Bishop story, and then he goes over to Adjectiveless X-Men and X-Men 7 and 8. Ooh, I was right. Never trust a voter. They are idiots. Isn't that what what's his name said? They made a famous musical.
A musical. Oh,
Alexander Hamilton. Yeah, that guy. Isn't that what he said? No, we don't need voters. Anyway, ever saw?
Thank you again for the super chat. Ever saw 3 Dev Adam, aka Turkish Spider-Man?
No, I've never seen that. Is it on YouTube? And how good is it?
And
Pizza Hut
how
Omnibus.
thick is the Wedding Cyclops and Jean Grey? Could those issues be added to that reprint?
Well, that's post Fatal Attractions. They would not do that. Not to. I think so. Long story short, back then they weren't thinking about mapping things in chronological order. I think they were just kind of going with it, right? It wasn't like Uncanny 1, 2, and 3. Because for anybody that when we picked up the OHCs, we were like, huh, this issue is missing from Fatal Attractions. And then you would find it collected somewhere else. Oh, hey, Ipsy, how have you been, dude? So now it's like they're thinking about these things in actual reading order. So it's a little bit different. So I don't think they would do that because I don't think they would collect something and then have a huge gap missing and then going to the aftermath and not realize Avengers vs. X-Men is that. Oh, yeah, that is their biggest. I think that or Squirrel Girl is Marvel's biggest Omni.
Do you know anything about the He-Man Omni? I've never seen anything He-Man. Do you think I could still enjoy it?
Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's like Conan. It's like take everything you knew about He-Man. It's actually Keith Giffen. Then there's some actually DNA in there. The Andy Lanning stuff. There's an Omnibus Masters of the Universe from DC.
Oh,
solid.
When's the 2024 tour?
It's in 2025. I swear. 2025. I promise. Okay. 3 Dev Adam Spider-Man is a mob boss with bushy eyebrows and tortures his goons with guinea pigs. Is it on?
Sounds right.
Is it on YouTube?
Not joking. Wait, he said yes earlier.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. With Captain America and Santo fighting a crook with cloning powers posing as Spider-Man, blood, nude woman, and a killer hamster for kids. That sounds awesome. He-Man is one of the thickest Omnis from DC. Yeah, it's big. The only thing missing out of that was the Masters of the Universe versus Justice League, right? I think that was the only thing that was missing. Any news on a Punisher Max Volume 2? Well, I don't now because the problem is not the problem is that they're reshuffling things. So I don't know if there will be this time around or not.
Hey, Dragon Ball Daima will be in theaters in Peru.
Carajo, de verdad? That's great.
Hey, well, we saw Jeff Arcuni, is that
Arcuni, yeah.
Last week. And a live show. He's a comedian. And one of the people that he talked to in the crowd that we couldn't see because it was a big crowd, she was up front, was from Peru. And I don't know, I just really wanted to like go say hi and be like, my husband's from Peru.
She's like, get away from me, you crazy white lady.
Because then she talked, wasn't that part of the set, like things about Peru?
Well, they have the Fatal Attractions Omni has Uncanny 298 to 305 and then jumps to Uncanny 315. And that's what I meant. Like they were just kind of making things up as they were going along, going, oh man, we skipped 315 from that omnibus. Let's add it in this omnibus. So yeah, I think they're thinking more thoroughly about like how to put these books together. Omar, do you have any idea why a lot of usual online stores don't have Full Circle expanded book? In Stock Trades doesn't have it. CGN has it as a pre-order for $12.31, and OPB has it because I think Abrams ships through Diamond, and they've had some delays. Because yeah, they've had horrible delays. I'm sure any retailer that's here knows the problem that Diamond has had for the last month.
Omnibus wishes our new Avengers Volume 2, Exiles, X-Man, Fear Itself, Civil War, more Punisher, meeting Omni when they come. And yes, Melanie, you'll love Australia. Thank you.
Yeah, man. We're going to Australia, Melanie. How could we not?
That's a lot of work. Hey guys, I can't stay. I'm with my family right now, but I just wanted to pop in quick to say I hope you both had a great Christmas and to wish you guys happy New Year, peace and love. Thank you, Matt. You as well. Have fun with your family. And wait, comic companies are making things up. Call the press. My husband is from Peru. Makes a good band name.
Do I collect the superhero calendars? I don't. I
You got one for Christmas?
I don't. Yeah, Diamond is about a month behind on some of my books. Yeah, seriously, Diamond's had a lot of issues. This month has been really bad.
And Chip Zdarsky's issue 5 comic news. He makes up a market analysis of total comics market and breaks it down, and it's really funny. Maybe
I like this one with the manga.
Okay, so at the very top it says manga 99% in its 33rd year of being a fad, and then everything else is 1%. And then everything else
I swear,
is broken down.
I really do think like some YouTube channels really believe that like manga is destroying American comics.
And I like in his description, everything else, it usually says something about Spider-Man in it.
I love that. I haven't seen one of those guys in a while that comes to the Saturday streams and goes, manga's outselling comics. Like, and then drops out. Thanks, man.
Let's see. Some comic manga publishers are leaving Diamond, is what Kane said.
So they're what's
Diamond
happening
is supposedly consolidating warehouses.
Yeah, they're getting rid of one of the big warehouses.
Manga is comics.
Try telling these people that. Seriously, try telling some of these people that. Some comic, so I think that's something that is happening. You know, waiting on the car wash for my car to clean out. Omar, will Marvel get the entire X-Men Krakoa era in omnibus format?
Well, you've been telling David people want it.
That was one of the conversations we had. At the end of the day, it is up to Marvel. I'm just the guy that relays the information of things that you all want. But you know what's interesting is that book that you're talking about, Krakoa era in omnibus format, I see every comment, right? All my videos when I make announcements and stuff. There's a few people that want, AVP. There's a few people that want Indiana Jones. There's a few people that want Shogun Warriors. There are people that want more Punisher. There are people that want more Thor, Iron Man. That is the number one requested omnibus these days is the Krakoa era in every one of my announcement videos. Because I take a poll, and it's not the same guy. It's not like the same 5 guys going, hey, man, when's Krakoa coming out? Yeah, it is the number one most requested omnibus for the last 5 years. Ever since it came out, I remember. I remember the Jonathan Hickman X-Men omnibus, and they were like, that's not what we want. We want all of Krakoa. So, hopefully.
Are they going to make an Avengers Twilight Deluxe HC? That would be cool.
Well, I know what the first deluxe editions are bringing back. So they're not doing everything in deluxe because I completely understand why. After learning some things about how much it would take and stuff like that. But anyway, hopefully, that would be a cool OHC.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, that's what's going on with them.
Any chance for a Spencer Ackerman interview? I really do want this to happen. I have my pom-poms out and everything.
you reach out. You have his people call my people.
And Doc Holliday has 4 super chats coming.
Oh my gosh!
So I'll wait and read them in order.
Hey Dana, how are you?
21 Roy is the same 5 guys. Wait, what was that? Was that for Krakoa? Forgot it was Saturday again. Still on a Christmas. Yes, Christmas week. It's always just jacked up in my head. I don't know why.
I think somebody was asking about Krakoa. And by the way, Peter and I mapped those a little different. It's going to take about 10 or 11 volumes to go through Krakoa omnibus. Like, if you're that committed, you want everything from beginning to end. Oh my gosh. Good journey. Save that money. Put X of Swords. There's a lot of things that are hard to get, right? X of Swords was an OHC that came and went. And they never, outside of Daredevil by Zdarsky 1 and Civil War, they never really reprint those. There's another DC Most Wanted omnibus poll. Is it okay to read Super Sons before Superman by Peter and Batman by Peter? Yeah, absolutely. It stands on its own and it's great. I love that book, man.
The Krakoa people have nothing on the Amazing Spider-Man Epic 16 or I'm in Epic 12 waiters.
That is so true. They don't. They've been waiting 12 years, 11 years. Okay, so they are on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
No, Rodimus Prime Rip. It would be 11 Omnis. 10 Omnis if they want to fatten some of them up. Yeah. Hello, Melanie and Omar. I finally got 4 Omnis from Master Kung Fu. What a great era, man. And I also enjoying Hidden Years and discovering that Aurora was already there.
Aw. Hey, MD.
Happy holidays, buddy.
How do you rank the 2 Clone Sagas and 2 Ben Riley Omnis from best to worst?
Okay. So Clone Saga 1, Clone Saga 2. No, Clone Saga 1
is best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ben Riley 2, because it's over. Ben Riley 1, and then Clone Saga 2. Yeah. Final answer. Exosaurus can be read digitally as Kindle or Comixology. I think people come to this channel to see what's like,
just to help out that person. To help out that person who's looking.
Oh, yeah. What is an OHC? Oversized hardcover.
Mm-hmm.
So the same height and dimensions as far as paper for an omnibus. Man, you weren't kidding, Doc Holliday. All right, bring it. In John Oster's Dawn of the Golden Age, an underrated gem, Perry White tasked Clark Kent with writing about the rise of custom heroes.
Okay.
That's part 1.
Oops, that's part 3.
What? Memento. Part 2. Clark investigates the Crimson Avenger, one of DC's first vigilantes who predates the JSA. All right. This is going to go.
Doc Holliday,
now, where's this going? He interviews Jay Garrick, Alan Scott, and Ted Grant to learn how early heroes like the Crimson Avenger inspired the Golden Age superheroes. Crimson Avenger came back in Jeff Johns' JSA. What first inspired you to read comics as a kid, and what keeps you engaged day in and day out? Sharing your thoughts with the community today. Wow, what a wonderful way to bring it back together at the end. That's good. I think what really got me hooked on comics were just these over-the-top costumes and colors and the characters. And I couldn't even read English back then. Like, I could just tell by the pictures that this family or these group of characters were just very colorful and very bright, and I don't know, they stood out to me, and that's why I love X-Men. Then eventually when I started reading them in Spanish, I really got into X-Men because it was something, I think you connect with something, right? I think everybody feels lonely from time to time. Everybody feels like they're unique in a way that, you're the last pick for the soccer match, or you're picked on because you wear glasses, or you're picked on because you're a little chubby, or you're picked on because, you're whatever it is. And it feels like X-Men was always a place where everybody belonged, So I think that's why I've always loved X-Men. And it still feels like that, right? They're a representation of the unwanted, I guess, in a way. And to this day, I think they're a big representation to a lot of people in it, throughout their period of time. It's been, if you think about it, I hate this meme that goes around every February, and I understand it comes from a good place, but it is so wrong. And I know people have seen this meme, and I've complained about it before, that Stan Lee created the X-Men to fight the injustices and to talk about the civil rights movement, and he mirrored Malcolm X and Martin Luther King as Professor X and Magneto. No. Stan Lee created the X-Men because he was tired of telling origin stories. And if you go back and read any of the early Masterworks, he tells you straight up why he created the X-Men. He was tired of doing origin stories for characters. He's like, just want to jump into the action. So these characters already have powers. They were born with it. Wasn't until Chris Claremont that they actually started, having those attributes of like these civil rights leaders. And you can, and in any interview you see Chris Claremont, he talks about that stuff. But anyway, I think they definitely represent, the minority of people, and whatever the minority think, like whatever you think the minority is, right? Like I think we all can. I definitely connect with those characters, just not because I was Latino, just because I was, I was short or whatever it was. Yeah.
I had a crush on Spider-Man and was inspired by the stories. There's my short answer.
Oh, Savage Land Storm, though. I mean, if we're gonna be real, Savage Land Storm's what hooked me. Woo! And then Savage Land Rogue, forget it, boy. It's over. Oh my gosh.
And then Jack says, what's Jack saying?
Viva Peru, carajo. Omar can't read now. Shut up, Ryan. Still read.
Has there been any news about Thompson's Captain Marvel and Bendis' Guardians of the Galaxy?
No, nothing yet, buddy. And I've been asking. So hopefully they'll reschedule them. Spider-Man Fantastic Four with Herbie the Robot, Not Human Torch, and Hulk were the ones that got me hooked. I love that cartoon. And Herbie comes back from time to time. Mexican Savage Land Storm would be awesome. Oh my gosh, Phil Owens. Yes.
There's a new Savage Land Rogue comic series about to come out?
I think it's the covers, right? Is it the covers? Yeah. What about Shauna of the Savage Land, Omar? She's all right. She's all right.
Oh, I almost bought a collection of Harley Quinn.
In the Savage Land?
No.
Oh.
Covers. It was Harley Quinn, Catwoman, Poison Ivy covers.
I'm gonna open up this Penguin Random House. Live unboxing!
I'm nothing, hello.
Manuel! So we got
Wi-Fi Silex right over there, Rodimus Prime on the door.
Marvel The End Omnibus. So this collects all the end stories with the exception of Punisher The End. And I think Punisher The End is because it would, well, no, it does have a parental advice. I bet it has parental advisory because of Hulk The End. I don't have my readers on Miles Morales The End. Anyway, that is the, what else is in here? Oh, Spider-Man by Joe Kelly. I can't. He's come out in January. And I think Secret Wars was delayed. Both Secret Wars books were delayed until February. So this is the Joe Kelly one with, that's a little Chris Bachalo Spider-Man right there. And then that piece. Gorgrim
saying it's a brand new series. It's not just
really? Yeah. Peter Perker.
Got any info about those omnibuses?
Wow, that is an interesting spine. Huh. Very epic looking. The End.
Because
although Wolverine. Whoa, way to remember the Age of Apocalypse ad.
Because I had a card. Let's see. How can that be Marvel The End if Marvel is still going? Yep. Yeah, Spider Mob by Joe Kelly actually exists. Oh, okay, man. Let's see. How can Marvel reschedule them if they haven't scheduled them yet? And what would be collected in a second Bendis Guardians of the Galaxy on me? I don't think there's enough of his run left.
No, I announced them. Those have been announced. They were supposed to come out this year, but they were delayed.
Here we go.
Hope you guys have an excellent 2025, both in the world of comics and with your family. Much love. Much love back to you, man. Is Grant Morrison's Justice League Omnibus a good starting reading point? Yes, it is. Even though you're going to learn real quick about Blue Superman and Hippolyta, Wonder Woman, and Dark Flash. It's worth it. It's good. What do you think of the single most important comic ever in terms of influence and legacy, except Action Comics 1 or the first Batman comic? It would be Fantastic Four 1, I think. Oh. Without Fantastic Four 1, we would have no Marvel Universe. Yeah, I'd go with Fantastic Four 1. Hey, Jeff, how you doing, buddy? And Kenny's here. I want to see what's in here.
Happy blessed New Year to you both. Omar, have you heard anything about DC Golden and Silver Age Omnis? Not much on the horizon, but with DC Finest, you think they would need to restore a lot.
I know that they are just putting all their eggs in that DC Finest basket, but we are getting a lot of new Omnis next year. I hope some of them are, the old school ones to wrap up some of the series.
Do you think that the Team NT IDW series that recently finished will ever be omnibized?
Into
I love that. It's a verb, or made to a compendium. Do IDW even do omnis?
They do. They're called compendiums. So they're hardcover compendiums, but in oversized format, like an omnibus, like Marvel and DC put out. All right, let's see. What does it collect here? And of course, Incredible Hulk The End, Marvel Universe The End, Wolverine The End, X-Men The End, Fantastic Four to the end, Iron Man the end, Captain America the
I
end.
don't think you have to say the end every time.
I don't know why. Captain Marvel, Deadpool, Doctor Strange, Miles Morales, Venom. Yeah, no Punisher. I think Punisher would have put this at a max rank or mature ranking is why they was left out.
Is Avatar Press still publishing? I don't know who that is.
Avatar. I think so, but they haven't had anything in the schedule in a long time. James Abel, the end. Seems like a cover up. Any news on Ben Omnibus 4 and on? Do I have news? Maybe. Maybe I do. I don't know. Maybe I did, and now I don't. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button.
Let's see. This contained. Wait, Robin's probably what he just said.
Yeah, everything I just said. Yesterday, I read Marvel Vengeance 6-issue series. What are everyone's thoughts on it? It's Vengeance, this Ghost Rider character? What are we talking about?
Mm-hmm. I wish to see what doing Omni for their weird Tales line.
Oh, I'm sure there will be. Smash that like button, y'all. Finger red. Thank you so much. Punisher's an idea, and ideas don't die.
Oh.
Is that Batman? I feel like that was Batman. I feel like that was Batman.
Okay. There's no Fred Hammock?
Oh, that guy, yeah. My brother loves that.
What comic is it when Batman gets attacked by the Justice League to find out that they have been controlled by the Joker?
Several, but one of them is Joker's Last Laugh. Yeah.
Several.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Punisher the ink collected anywhere?
Yeah, it's in Max 2. Punisher Max 2. This is why I don't say anything.
That was that Joe Kelly Spidey Omni double dip with a second slot brand new day.
Yes.
Omni?
Yes. Yeah. This is the Joe Kelly collection. Picked up a full run of Masters. No, wait. MTM, MTE, and Lost. Oh, More Than Meets the Eye. And Lost Light. All I need now is James Roberts' Omni announcement. Please. Oh my gosh.
Thank you for the super chat.
One day, man. I would love that. It's such a good run. It's so good. And my daughters and I talk about like missing that era of Transformers. Do you ever do breaking news for DC? I can only remember Marvel and Titan videos. I officially, people have asked me if I would do that. I just, once it's in the catalog, I think like, you know, I could, but it's just, I would like to work with DC. It's not for lack of trying. I have reached out to them so many times. I've reached out to 4 different people at DC this year alone and never hear back. I want to. I love that. It's just that they don't get back to me. So.
What is both of your favorite reads of the year? Well, there's a video. You got 2 hours of your life to spend on this. But it's really sweet because me and Lydia both picked the same Transformers by Daniel Warren Johnson. That was my pick of the year.
I do a top 10 every year at the end of the year. So the last day, December 31st, is when my top 10 will be out. One of them is definitely Fantastic Four by Ryan North. I love that book. Yeah, I get excited every time a trade comes in.
I love The Wrong Earth too. I get excited about The Wrong Earth.
Have you checked out GN adaptation of Cormac McCarthy's The Road? No, but I've heard it is excellent. It is excellent.
Are you ready about Death of Superman again? Eventually, it's printed on DC.
Dude, I'm getting the absolute edition. Of course, I'm ready. Bring it, baby. Fred Handback destroys the Marvel universe. Yeah, my brother loved that comic, man.
Any chance DC continue to reprint the original Jonah Hex run in hardcover, at least at DC Finest?
I think DC Finest is going to be the answer to a lot of these because they're just everything is DC Finest. I hope it's doing well for them. I hope it's doing well that they keep continuing it because I mean those first 6 months they are just every week there's a new book.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, Sato, how are you, buddy?
Will there be an Australian accent?
Good do your wow. Well, what's beer? Australian for beer, Melanie.
Foster's.
Good job. Say it with
Foster's. What? Australia for beer. Australia, I can't do it.
Yeah, that's pretty hot.
Good day, mate.
Oh, now we're talking.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not a knife. Can you say that's not a knife?
That's not a knife. bad.
Oh, that's awful. All right, Melanie. So if you live in Europe and are interested in buying and pre-order Omnis, check out Walt's Comic Shop in Berlin, Germany. It's waltcomicshop.com, where they have a superb selection of new titles and out-of-print books. Flat shipping rates for 12 euros for all EU countries and bulletproof packaging. Exclusively for our viewers, you can tell. Why are you cracking up?
Because sketch, his hype man just kept going on and on.
Is that how you see yourself?
Yes, what if I started doing that? Super.
Oh man, you need to. You're double fisting it. All right.
I've been on a Key and Peele.
Anyway, exclusively for all of viewers, you can use the code NearMint all one word, at the checkout for free shipping for all EU countries with your first order of over 40 euros or more, and that's Walt's Comic Shop.
Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for Omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ding, ding, ding.
Okay, we done with the hype.
Watch. You just have to imagine in your head. I can't actually perform what's in my head that's cracking me up. You just have to picture it yourself.
Hi guys, this is Reed Comics from the UK. Hope you all are doing well. DC Finance is selling very well. That's good. Awesome. I hope they keep on rocking, man. Is that one very strange Harley Quinn comic coming out next year real? Don't know. I've never. I don't know what it is.
Talking about.
Oh, Secret of Mana is probably my favorite experience ever playing a video game. My brothers and I, me yelling at my brothers, making them cry because I was the leader, and them keep coming back every day to play Secret of Mana.
Oh, I'm proud of you, Omnibus, doing a good job with the
Did
team.
you hear Melanie's accent?
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth, a marriage
Strip on the Bobby.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, I actually have family in Australia. It's funny to me when they call me mate. Oh.
Do they do it? Yeah. They do that? Have you enjoyed the Omnibus? I love the Omnibus. I haven't read that in years, man. Rank the Batman artists from best to worst. Neil Adams, Tim Sell, Jim Lee, Scott McDaniel, Greg Capullo, Jim Aparo, Frank Miller, and David Mazzucchelli.
Oh, wait. Batman. Okay.
Thumbs up. This is hard because these are some of my favorite artists. So you're not saying worst as in like bad art. You're just saying who I think. All right. From best, absolute best, my favorite Batman artist of all time is Jim Aparo. I love Jim Aparo's artwork. That was the Batman I got into when I was a kid. And, you know, he stayed through the 90s. I mean, the guy was working up until an old age. So, shoot, this is hard. I think, okay, Jim Aparo. Oh, dude. Oh. Okay, Jim Aparo, Jim Lee. After Jim Lee, I would go David Mazzucchelli. Then Greg Capullo. Then I can't believe I'm actually going to do this, but I'm going to go with Neil Adams, Scott McDaniel over Tim Sell. No, you know what? No, Tim Sell, then Frank Miller, and then Scott McDaniel. That's a tough list because I am one of these people that actually really loved Scott McDaniel. And I think I know he's not for everybody. He's a lot cartoony and stuff, but man, that was a tough list. But yeah, I think Scott McDaniel last. Final answer. That way I don't get killed.
People are explaining that.
What do you explain?
Harley Quinn farts. It's a one shot. There's a scratch and sniff, and you smell it. That's the weird Harley Quinn comic.
Where's Bar when we need her? Fernando Hernandez, I love your avatar. Is that Jerry?
Actually, here James has got the title.
The Fartacular Silent But Deadly.
#1 is coming out. Oh, so Bar hates it. Okay.
Why does Bar and Omni Dog hate it? That's her kind of humor, though, isn't it?
Here's a good question. Could you recommend some omnis with good romance besides Silver Surfer by Slot? That's a good one. That's a good...
Maison Ikoku. Rogue and Gambit by Kelly Thompson.
I think
Preacher
Saga is romantic.
I think Preacher is one of
one
of the best romance comics you're ever going to read. If you could get past everything else, it's one of the most beautiful stories. I like Why the Last Man. I think Why the Last Man is an excellent romance comic. It doesn't end the way you want it to, but it's beautiful. I think the early era of Batwoman by Greg Rucka and J.H. Williams was excellent. Trying to think of what else
I
would
don't
be
think
a
I've read
good.
anything
Spider-Man
related
Loves
to
Mary
him.
Jane. You really like that one.
Years ago, I don't think I liked it now.
The Crow. Somebody say Trouble. Strangers in Paradise is one of the greatest. I am with Sato. That's one of my all-time favorites. Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Volume 2.
Is Good Romance. Yeah, Dark Phoenix Saga is in there. So yeah, those are some of the ones that I like. Nobody likes when I give Omar an easy list. Dude, that list was difficult, man.
Check it. Yeah.
I forgot Norm Brayfogle and Jorge Jimenez. No, he did not. Well, if you're adding them, then Norm Brayfogle was also my childhood Batman. It was Norm and Jim Aparo. So I would go Norm over Scott McDaniels and Frank Miller. Jorge Jimenez, probably after Scott McDaniel. He's the last one. But it's good. Like, he's a solid artist. There's also a discussion of the fart comic.
April Fool's joke.
There we go. Now, I need to announce some winners, okay? So thank you all for watching the Christmas live stream. It was a lot of fun and impromptu. And just wanted to say that, you know, Christmas was really weird this year. So if you've ever won anything from the channel, a lot of the reason is because my dad taught me to be a good, loving, and giving person. So, yeah, it's not having him here this year was awful. So I do want to take this time to announce the winners then. So we did a little bit, I let Amanda ask the ridiculous questions, but here are the winners for the Arthur Adams Micronauts 3. The answer was Yo Gabba Gabba, and it was Mike F74. I will message you, and I hope you're watching. Congratulations. And again, these were picked by a random name picker. And for Micronauts Volume 3, the Kelly Jones cover, the answer was the Cabbage Patch.
Cabbage Patch Kids?
Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yeah. And Matt, you're on, aren't you?
Matt Gorsuch. Yeah, I think I saw him on earlier.
Yay,
so congratulations. Seriously, thank you all so much. Yeah.
The answer was
what?
How
is that rigged? The name picker picked it. I don't know them people. They're not related to me. So congratulations, Matt. And Joe. Joe, I think, was the other gentleman. Wait, did Joe win? Because they give, like, on YouTube, it gives me the @. I don't have, like, their name.
Mike F.
Mike.
74.
So seriously, congratulations.
Why does Max love when you get upset?
I don't know. I'm not kink shaming. Is Grayson any good? Yeah. Hey, JT Gamer, how you doing?
Grayson is good. And Matt, yay. Okay, I was correct.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yay.
Man. So I'll
email. Do you need the email address?
Giveaways are
nearmintcon@gmail.com.
I wish. I have to pay for shipping, man. Thank you so much, Puddin' Tame. I love your name. For the super chat. Does anyone want to give their pick for collected edition of the year? Mine is Fourth World Omni Volume. No, that bit came very close on my list. It was number 12. Totally unexpected and jam-packed with a variety of great content.
Ooh.
On top of that, yeah, it's got some stuff that has never been collected in any kind of format. For DC, yeah, I think DC versus Marvel is the one that takes the top cake for me. Like, that's the big one. That was a big one.
Somebody's talking about the binding earlier for that.
Is it not good? Is it tight?
No, just that it has to be, yeah.
It's good. It's good binding. I didn't have a problem with that.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Dude, I'm sorry. And then something came back. And,
yeah.
like, we just got another package back. And that's okay. Things like that happen, especially if you're international shipping, man. And what's funny, it's like you pay for shipping and you pay for priority, which has insurance. But when it comes back, they never give you your money back. It's like, well, the reason was, and they don't even give you a reason sometimes why it came back.
Kane made me tear up. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I hope so. I hope my kids are good people.
Will there be a gap filler between the Daredevil Volume 3 and Frank Miller Omni?
One day, I'm sure there will be. And I'm sure double dippings are coming. Double dippings. Because when you get to chronological order, they'll be using the colors, you know. Frank Miller's Omnibus has the, like, not the updated colors like there is in the Walter Simonson Thor, but updated nonetheless.
And
Hey,
MP
Chris.
was admiring the X-Men print right behind you.
Yeah. Jewish Dragon sent me that along with this wonderful sympathy card. It's beautiful. Yo, me, Omar. All right, well, Manuel, where do you live? Out of curiosity, was your package the one? There was an awesome package that was like the tracking said you know how you can track your packages. The tracking said after this point in Mexico, we no longer track the package. That's what it said. Like I legit have never read that in my life.
Kenneth is rewatching the whole Supergirl TV series on Blu-ray disc. I love the show. Well, most of the seasons. And Melissa Benoist will always be my Supergirl. Kara, live action. She was a badass on the show. And GT Gamer got the Best of Archie Comics Volume 1 for Christmas. Oh, so Secret of Mana is like an action RPG? Whoa, I totally
sort of
thought it was like Final Fantasy.
It's got both. It's got both. It has both elements because you still have like a timer.
Okay.
Like a turn-based RPG.
Hey,
hey, how are you, Batmanda?
Gotcha. And did Ibsy miss the boat on the DC versus Marvel books?
I hope not. I think they're still in print. Oh, there's some funny things that. So every year, I also at the end of the year talk to retailers, and
yeah,
I'm just gonna say there is some inner drama about that book for a reason that I can't say. But I hope everything gets worked out. Benoit.
What did I don't know what I said.
What did I say? Was it me? We're going to see some FF solicits with new movie coming out. Also, who drew X-Women behind you? I was trying to figure that out. Who drew it? Because the top, like
here,
he signed it.
Let me look at the key, the guide. The guide over here.
Okay, Mexico. You should have sent it by mule, Omar. They always seem to get their stuff through. Oh, you mean like Amanda, the mule? Yeah, I sent some Alf instead of Elf. Hello, Uncanny Omar and Astonishing Melanie. Great to see you guys again. Hope you guys have a great week. I wanted to join the X-Men stream, but did not know you guys are going to keep them. But here I am. Well, I'm glad to have you here. Omar also got Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection Volume 2 and Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection Volume 9, the first clone side. Congratulations, buddy. And I hope you have a happy holiday. About Omnis with romance, death, and return of Superman. So it does. I just bought the DC versus Marvel Omni at IST, so still in print. Yes, IST has it. That is correct. Isn't Cabbage Patch Kids an incorrect answer? It's the Cabbage Patch Kids, yes. But, it's okay. It's close enough. Milo Manara. It's one of the greatest artists ever. No, it's in Spain. What happened to your package, man? I don't think I ever got it back. No tracking info happens to me. For me, when I'm buying stuff on Bezos site where the vendors in Japan, they're a legit vendor, and they just use Japan Post until it arrives. Oh, yeah, that happens to me sometimes, too. Omar, have you heard anything by chance we're going to get an Asriel Omnibus or Compendium? No, I have not. I wish. What are your thoughts on Avengers by Busiek and Perez? I'm eyeing this one. It's my favorite Avengers run. And the Kang Dynasty is my favorite Avengers event. Were you wanting to show more stuff?
Yeah. So I picked the first couple of issues exceptional. X-Men, just to give it a shot. I don't think it's for me. Picked up first couple of issues of X Factor. It's got promise. So maybe if I see issue 3, I'll get it. But I tried exceptional, and I like to say it's not for me. I haven't read this yet. I don't know why I don't have issue 2. Maybe they didn't have it. But Peter Milligan's
that's a continuation of his Ecstatics.
So
there are too many series that came. I think that I already have a trade paperback.
Oh,
I think it's an older.
I was like, oh, it's all reds. I'll pick it up. Proud of myself for buying crossovers. Raid on Gray Malkin. That I love X-Men. This is the only Uncanny X-Men by Gail Simone that I've read because it was the crossover, but Gemma K's X-Men I really like. And and then there's that cute cover.
I do like that cover. Hey, Phenomenal AC, how have you been, buddy?
I think it's on my floppies. And things that we got from the this
Omnibus liking Exceptional and X Factor, not liking X-Men.
Oh, how odd! Like that's like the opposite of me. There was a couple of things like at the very first couple of issues I was like, this is I don't know, but no, it it's smooth sailing for me. That sounds weird. Who describes it like that? And I love the artwork. Yeah, I like it. Melanie, you get that Harley Quinn April issue? No, I didn't learn about it until just a few minutes ago. Buy some Iron Man. I don't even see it on the shelves when I'm just giving things a glance. Did Omar pay you to say you like X-Men? No, look at me. I'm the one that's like, I'm gonna try out these new X-Men titles.
She did. I wasn't even with her. I wasn't even in the same Okay, Melanie might hate Australia then.
And Carson likes Uncanny X-Men.
Okay.
I don't get why Rogue and Cyclops are fighting. Is it something to do with the fall of X, which I haven't read? Is it? I'm sure it's an editorial thing, right? Like we need this fight to happen, but it's like they fight and then they quit and they fight again. I'm like, I don't know about that.
Omar of the
Italy.
Hey, Tana, of the Omni announce, what are you most looking forward to? Either Andy Cinti's Daredevil or J.M. DeMatteis's Spectacular Spider-Man. Those have been some of my most wanted for years. Melanie, are you reading any Ghost?
No, he is though.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah,
love him.
Not in single issues, right?
Like, there's a lot of heart. It's Jeff Johns, right? Working with like Gary Frank and those guys. Omar, could you tell me where to start with in DC Omnis? Who's your favorite character? Let's do that first. Would it be a good idea to start X-Men series with Mutant Massacre Prelude, or would I be missing a lot of context? You'll be missing some context, but it's not a bad place. It's a great place. Yeah, like, at that moment,
he's in the process right now, Omnibo.
At that time when they were writing those characters and comics, Stan Lee was really pushing, and so was Jim Shooter. Like every comic is somebody's first comic, so they would hammer in the fact, their powers and introducing you to those characters. So I think it's a good place. The new X-Men is my first comics, but I don't love how much Uncanny is rushing things. Omar, what are your favorite?
Wait, sorry, Logan. I'm trying to get to this one.
Oh, Green Lantern. Oh, Jeff Johns' Green Lantern. Absolutely. Volume 1. Get that. And if you enjoy it, get Volume 2. And if you really like Green Lantern, Peter Tomasi's Green Lantern Corps. And if you really, really like crossovers, Blackest Night. Then if you want to go back a little old school, there's the Green Lantern Green Arrow. There you go. Final answer.
Favorite and least favorite X-Men uniform. My favorite is Jim Lee, mainly because that's when I started reading. Least favorite are the new X-Men leather jackets.
I don't know. I think
Which one's the Skull Cap Cyclops? I don't like that one. Is that new X-Men? No.
Skull Cap Cyclops. That started with Skull Cap Cyclops started from the beginning. Like,
no, wait. Okay, no.
Jim Lee took it off.
I think it's the wrong word. What? I don't know what I'm.
Joe Mad brought it back because he likes Skull Cap Cyclops. I think for me,
it's the. I don't
it depends on the characters, right? Like Cyclops, I love Jim Lee's design of Cyclops, but I did not like his Jean Grey's design. I thought I did not like her outfit. It was just, I don't know, something.
Yeah, the ponytail sticking out.
Well, that was in the cartoon, but just like
yellow
I
thought that was Jim Lee's.
Well, yeah, but her hair was out in the comics.
Oh, okay.
I do love Rogue's outfit, Joe Gambit's outfit, Jim Lee. Maybe Jim Lee, but I hated Jean Grey's design. Bishop's awesome. Archangel is awesome. That era. So yeah, maybe my least favorite. Oh man. I didn't like a lot of that. What was it? The Color era, the Cullen Bunn and Mark Guggenheim era. Like I didn't like those customs.
If you like creepy stuff, Ice Cream Man.
Yeah, that's good. I like Ice Cream Man. This year alone, Grimm was excellent. If you like creepy stuff, the Goon, it's come back in omnibus format or trade paperback format. If you like horror, any of the EC archives are excellent reads, man. You cannot go wrong with EC. Scalped omnibus just came out. These are just off the top of my head that aren't superhero comics. If you can still find Web of Horror, that's another amazing anthology that Dana, who's in the chat right now, put together. Took her over a decade. Power Rangers is a lot of fun, but not necessarily superheroes, right? 7 to Eternity, any Rick Remender stuff.
Why the Last Man?
Why the Last Man is excellent. Oh, Eric Garza, how's it going, buddy? For Romance Omnibus, if they're a fan of Silver Age, there's an entire Kirby Omnibus made up. Yes, it's in the Warren Romance comics. That is right.
Let's see.
Edu, what was your full question? Omar, what do you think when will we get a Cable Omnibus finally with the classic Cable stuff and then Ascanny's son and stuff? Maybe leading up to Ladron's Cable. I don't know. I would love that collection. I don't know how well Cable would sell. Hey, Bar, are you picking up that Harley Quinn fart comic?
We just learned about it.
Yeah. I'm on a family vacation. I'm about to go eat dinner. See you guys.
Ooh,
all right. Have fun. Omar, do you
know-
prefer Cyclops with a skull cap or flowing, uncombed hair? Do you like Cyclops? Oh, no, man. His hair's awesome in the X-Men Street Fighter video games when he does his, like, mega optic blast, and his hair just... It's pretty bad, eh? You know, is Lionheart in the chat?
I just clicked on it, and I'm trying to ask you what he asked.
Because he asked me about my top 20 fighters in fighting games. And I put a lot of thought into this.
Okay, so he's ignoring your question right now.
Yeah, I don't care about that right now. Tomb Raider, I know it's big and oversized, so it's going to be like the the monster-sized Hellboy. All right, Ryu, Kyo, Leona, Terry Bogard.
I like Leona.
Morrigan, Donovan, Akira, what was his name? Hayato, Strider, and this is no particular order. Wolverine. What was my dude's name? The main dude from Cyberbots. Love that dude. He did not. Okay, let's go back to Street Fighter. Chun-Li. Laura, really, Elena. Oh man, this is hard. I could just do 20 off of Street Fighter. But let's go back. Let's go back a little bit old school. Let's do Sam Show. So Hamaru. And I have a thing for main characters. Last Blade 2, the dude with that can go Super Saiyan with the blonde hair. I like that guy. I got 4 more. I don't play with enough female characters. I like looking at them more. Poison from Soul Calibur. Was that her name? Poison? Not Poison. Ivy. That was her name. And 2 more. Woo, this is hard. 2 more. Rock Howard. And Sistery Dynamite or Waku Waku 7. There's so many good fighters. The 2 grannies from Groove On Fight.
Grannies, you say?
Yeah, the 2 grannies. They can throw their teeth.
That's awesome.
There you go. Final answer.
So let me go.
Been rereading X-Force from the beginning again.
No, I like her costume. What's wrong with it, Tiger Eye?
Dude, Tiger Eyes. Everybody loves that costume. Like,
tell us.
Marvel Rivals. That's the Chris Bachalo costume, right?
I mean, we're thinking the same costume, right? Like,
yeah, it's
I'm reading X-Men and
from
the black things coming overhead.
Uncanny.
Yeah, okay.
She's had it for a while.
Doc Holliday. I like the Flash. I like
yeah.
Well, I mean, one of my favorite absolute reads ever of my whole life is Mr. Miracle by Tom King.
It's a good one.
Yeah, and I like the Flash, and I like
Wonder
Woman Dead Earth. But I'm trying to think of like characters in June, like
Nightwing.
Yeah, like, you know what? I always want to pick up the Nightwing just for the covers. Nightwing's covers are amazing. But
did Bar say she's picking up the fart?
I don't necessarily. No, I don't necessarily like. I'm like, oh, Nightwing's my jam. Best fighting game is Samurai Shodown.
I love Sam Show. Yeah, Sam Show 2 is one of my favorites.
Moon Knight by Lemire.
It gets Moon Knight by Lemire. Yeah, that's a great book, man. Oh, I love Hard Boiled. That's a good one. I'm a big fan of that book, man. Love the artwork in it. When are we going to get some more Supergirl collected editions, Omnis? Well, we're getting the New 52 era, right? Of Supergirl. Finally.
So, Kenneth, the Bronze Age, pre-New 52, Superman Family Adventures.
This is big news.
Oh, Tony, you couldn't get halfway through. With the next year being Marvel 20th anniversary of making Omnis, does David Gabriel have anything planned for it? FF Volume 1 came out on June 22nd, 2005. Wow.
I'll ask him.
Wow.
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think they have anything planned. There's something they're sneaking into the June catalog that I haven't announced yet, but I'm about ready to record. So it's something exciting that people have been waiting for. A lot of people, not everybody, right?
See, I stopped myself from buying one the other day. I was like, no, I've got enough. I don't need this. What are your thoughts on the new Avengers Omni by Brian Michael Bendis?
It's not for me. I'm not a fan, but oh my gosh, everyone else is. And I strongly suggest you read it and make up your decision, whether you like it or not. I'm more of a classic, old school Avengers guy. And this brought on a little bit of the edge, especially with that Avengers Disassembled. And it brought in some heavy hitters like Wolverine and Spider-Man and Luke Cage joining the mix. And I can see the appeal completely. It's got beautiful artwork, 100%. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people love it. But yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan. That's just my honest opinion.
We did. I was friends with his brothers.
Yeah,
that's how we met. Yeah, yep. We didn't meet at a comic book store. When I met him, I was really impressed with his action figure collection, though. And
now she owns half of it.
Lee Busick is my Avengers. I'm not passionate about anything after that.
And I can see why, though. I mean, it's easy to get into. It's got a cool factor, of course. I just saw that, BC. How are you doing, man? Just sent you an email pic of my X-Men present to myself. It's the Hulk.
It sound like you said X-Men present.
You bought Invincible and the Hulk.
Oh, that's
Tom
cool.
Wow. You can see it.
That's cool.
I love those toys, man. I think they're great. I just don't know where I would put them.
No, you'd have no room.
Okay.
All right. Any more reprints in the catalog? I wouldn't finish my Cosmic Saga Omnis.
Not that I've seen, but the catalog isn't finished yet, or the solicits are. Or yes, what they're building the catalog out of is not finished yet.
Do you think House of X, Powers of X would be good first comics for people who know nothing about X-Men?
Absolutely. Yeah. 100%.
Have you read Barnstormers by Scott Snyder? I've been hearing great things about it. Just think of picking it up.
I liked it. Yeah, I dug it, man. It was a lot of fun. It's not something that I've seen him write before, but I dug it. I mean, there's no super heroics in it. There's a little murder mystery, and that's about it. I just bought the part issue. I mean,
good for you,
Omnibus. Hey, Wes, how are you, man? Happy last Saturday live stream of 2024. Love this channel and the community, and can't wait to see what 2025 brings. Thank you so much. And we love you all right back. Seriously, this is a lot of fun. I look forward to these, and made me sad that I couldn't be in the Saturday live stream last Saturday, but here I am. I ask about Uncanny X-Men Volume 6 every chat, so if Omar ever says phenomenal AC, we'll be happy. I know what it is. The correct answer on that Batman artist list is Norm Brayfogle. He was amazing.
Does the Batman Black and White Omnibus collect all Black and White series until that point, or is it missing some? Have some been released?
There was a new series that wasn't collected in there, so it's got everything up to a certain point. I have a segment title concept, but don't want to say it on the stream, so it's not copied. Can I email it to you? Sure. Yeah, email it to me. nearmacon@gmail.com. My era of Action Comics, 1938, 463, and that's that era I would like to be reprinted. I'm pretty sure that stuff will be reprinted first in DC Finest. They're doing a really good job of just going back and forth, getting a taste of Golden Age, getting a taste of what did they go to? 2011, like right before New 52, getting some modern stuff in there, and then getting Silver Age too. On Robin, does it depress you that Tim has become the Robin nobody cares among younger readers? He is a pale shadow of his 90s and aughts popularity.
Thank you for the super chat, Supreme.
I will say this about it's funny because I was actually talking to one of my one-on-ones, which is part of our Patreon, by the way, if you want to check out our Patreon. We were talking about Tim Drake, and we had a similar conversation, and I was like, well, it's not the same character, right? That character is gone. The one that I grew up with, my favorite Robin, he's not here anymore. The character that we have now is the character that was introduced in the pages of the New 52. It's a different Tim Drake. So, yeah. I don't know if they'll ever bring him back like they brought back Wally, and we'll have two Tim Drakes running around. But, yeah. And I understand, that not everything can stay the same, and we can't have 4 Robins running around. 3 Robins. But I do miss Tim. I miss his adventures, and I really like that character. He was my favorite Robin for a reason. And yeah, I can't even tell you the last time he was properly used. Like, because even in the New 52, writers didn't know what to do with him. They were like, was he a Robin? No, he wasn't ever a Robin. He was a Red Robin, and he did his own thing. And then they were like, no, he was a Robin. And then when it came to Rebirth, it was like, what do we do with this character? And the same thing was happening to Wally West, that Wally West from the New 52 era. But we at least got him back.
Thank you, Jack Perry, for the super chat. With the Aquaman Omni that came out recently, might we finally get a Supergirl by Peter David Omnibus from DC at long last?
I certainly hope so. Man, when Gal Gadot turns her head,
it's gorgeous.
That is one pretty lady.
Is the comic book industry dead?
No.
Isn't Chip using Tim Drake in his run?
Yeah, Melanie, is he? You're waiting for trade, aren't you?
Yeah.
I thought he was done with his run.
No, it's oh gosh, I can't keep, honestly, I can't keep Robins apart. I can't remember.
Well, Robin in World's Finest is Dick Grayson, but he looks different. Yeah, I think even the writers are confused as to, seriously, that happens, right? I think Tim Drake needs to get his Nightwing face, new identity. He did that with Red Robin. Why can't we go back to that, right? That was cool. I dug it, man. Those trades are out of print.
Do you think we'll get Donna Troy in the DCU Teen Titans movie? That'd be cool. I'm tired of the Donna Troy erasure, not counting the Titans live action show.
I hope so. I really like Donna.
Will 2025 finally be the year of the Fantastic Four? Heroes Return Omnibus? We've had Iron Man, Avengers, Captain America, Thor, Thunderbolts, Hulk, and Heroes Reborn, the return.
I hope so, because it's the last one that we need, right?
The comic book industry is as dead as a comic book character. It might seem dead, but surprise!
Here it comes. You know, we used to joke and call it Bucky dead.
No.
Now we can't say that anymore.
No more.
I guess Uncle Ben dead? Is that still a thing? I mean, multiple universes. Like, thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, thank you for the super chat. Hi, Omar. I don't have the Death and Return of Superman Omnibus. Do you think I should wait until we get mapping for Triangle Volume 2 in case it doesn't line up nicely? Would they do a Volume 3 that replaces it?
That's the big question right now. We don't know how long they're gonna keep going with these Triangle years, because eventually a Volume 3 would replace it. But I'm hoping that they thought that Death and Return was a thing and they're gonna go around it. But how do you go around it? Like, because you have Volume 1 and 2, then do you will you have a Volume 3 of Triangle years and or call it something else? Like the what was the Fall of Metropolis? Like, what do you do? That is one of the biggest questions going around in my head right now. And I think about these things is like, if I was in charge, how would I map that? Because that is a huge double dip with Death and Return. Never Return from the Dead role was Bucky, Uncle Ben, and Captain Marvel.
Luke's asked about what are the chances of getting Akira color version being reprinted in any format?
Dude. It wasn't even finished being printed, right? Like what was it, Graffiti and the Epics only went to volume 13, I think. The trades, which were 3 and 1. So we didn't even get those final issues collected. I mean, I hope it's one of my most wanted. It's voted in our most wanted. Absolutely. Absolutely. I hope. And a lot of people hope. So hopes and dreams, man. That's what comics are, right? Smash that like button. All right. Any good superhero comics?
What's your favorite character or types of stories so we could give you some like specific suggestions?
Worst Teen Titan writer, Scott Lobdell or JT Kroll? I got to go with Scott. I hated his run. And I don't even... Is JT Kroll still around? I don't think I've seen his name in anything.
We haven't watched it. Did you like it, Ipsy?
Oh, I heard it was amazing. It was really good, man.
I will watch. I don't think.
Why are there no good Batman comics coming out? Have you read World's Finest? It's excellent. I love it. You've got Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee coming out this year with Hush 2.
Yep.
So, I guess art is all subjective, right? If you don't like something, doesn't mean that nobody else does. I see a lot of hate for Tom King, and that is the #1 by a mile voted most wanted DC omnibus, Tom King's Batman. But if you were to believe Twitter, but Twitter doesn't matter, right? Like Twitter or haters don't matter as long as it's selling. That's the thing. Hey, Big Stu, how are you, buddy? Appleseed and Deluxe and Akira in Color are my two most one. Oh, dude, Appleseed Deluxe. That would be so awesome.
Zdarsky's thing, who will don the cowl after his run is done and after Batman Hush 2. He's got everybody listed here. And for James Tynion, he says, LOL, I think he's fine without Batman. That's his answer.
It's got the Tiny Onion Empire.
I
forgot about Lost Halloween.
Quite the plan. Create Batcat so my mentions are forever flooded with Why No Mary and Bruce and Selena are OTP. Who's OTP? And you are garbage, causing me to lose my mind. And then you swoop in, reclaiming the title after James Gunn fires you for making Hal Jordan too sad.
Made it home from work just in time to catch the end of the stream. How are you, Derek? I haven't read any of the new Absolute stuff. I'm waiting for trades.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for trades though.
I mean, they're not as good as they used to be. Okay. And that's okay.
Oh, wait, go back up. Any good super comics interesting romance subplots like Reed and Sue and FF Comics.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Spider-Man. He's always down on his luck. Get some Roger Stern stuff in there. Get some JMS Volume 1. It's got some good romance in there. X-Men. Rogan. I think I mentioned Rogan Gambit, that series by Kelly Thompson. I thought it was excellent.
Well, hey, we could suggest to you Dan Slott's Silver Surfer.
There you
That's
go.
romantic.
Putting it into the world. 2025 will be the year of reckoning for my single issue, especially with DC finally collecting stuff in earnest. Got to do some purging.
Okay.
Good luck, Cullen. I like your picture. It changed. I like the Batman comics I've read recently just fine, especially Absolute. I hear a lot of people love Absolute Batman. My comics hot take is that they should do comic box sets, OHC or whatever, instead of Omni, since they are easier to read and bring around. True.
Oh, OTP is on the phone. Thank you.
Oh. Batman Dark Age, cited as spiritual successor to Superman Space Age, was pretty good. Last Crow comic I could find anywhere was Aspen Comics in 2018. Hasn't been missed. Always the way. The current runs on Batman and Amazing Spider-Man are always the worst ever, then the most wanted once the next one starts. It does feel like that, right? I think once you distance yourself from something for so long, like I never thought we'd live in a time that people want a Dan Slott omnibus real bad. Because I remember as that comic was coming out, people were like, Dan Slott doesn't understand Spider-Man. This is the worst Spider-Man it's ever been. Because also it was post Brand New Day.
Ibsy, thank you.
So it is interesting to see how time just changes things. Anyway, I was just talking about Dan Slott. No chatter. I hope they finish Brand New Day first, and then we get Big Time. Because I would hate for them to start Big Time and then not finish out Brand New Day and then focus on Big Time. I want them to do it properly. Can't watch the stream. Streamer too handsome.
Making me feel gay.
Can I please have that on a t-shirt?
Wait, here you go. Wait.
James, you better get that. All right.
I should start reading Marvel. Well, wait, you said
there's the history of the Marvel Universe is a wonderful entry point, I think. But really, it depends on the kind of characters you like.
Yeah. Okay. So, which characters do you like? Yeah.
That's the question. Do you think we'll get a new Avengers Omnibus Volume 2? Do I think or do I know? Those are two different things. And if I know, I can't say anything. So I think. Omar, any word from David?
Oh, that box set from 2020.
I think it's dead. I actually think. Let me ask him. I'll ask him if I could actually tell you all what it was going to be. But I think it's dead. I think it's a done deal, which sucks. So if I can ask him, that will be my New Year's gift to you. People that have been asking me for 5 years now. I'm so sorry. I like Daredevil and Spider-Man. Oh, Daredevil by Frank Miller. Daredevil by Bendis. Volume 1 and 2, Daredevil by Mark Waid, Daredevil by Brubaker. Daredevil has a lot of good hits, man. Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky, if you want the most modern run. Charles Soule's run. Charles Soule is a lawyer, so he wrote a lot of that into there. Yeah, there you go, man.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, those are it. Those are the ones, man.
I'm reading.
So you're lucky. What was the other?
Daredevil is fire.
What was the other character he liked? I'm sorry. He said Daredevil and somebody else. Oh, Spider-Man. Oh, Spider-Man by JMS. Spider-Verse is a lot of fun if you want to see a lot of Spider-Man characters.
It is fun.
And Miles Morales, if you want to see a different Spider-Man. Spider-Man by Roger Stern is my favorite. Spider-Man by McFarlane and Michaelini are fun and introduce Phil Owen's favorite character.
Phil Owens also
Yeah,
said we
Phil-
need 5 years and there's no resolution. Sounds like a Brian Bendis' plot.
Ouch! Phil Owens loves Venom. Don't let him lie to you.
Daredevil Yellow by Loeb and Sale.
Oh, good
Oh,
one.
yeah.
That's a good one, man. Yes. Please. What's Omar? Will there
Okay.
be a Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider Omni announcement soon? No. Or at least I haven't seen one. No. Good days. Bye. Happy New Year. Goodbye. Hey, Omar, Melanie, any chance Marvel Universe Masters Edition Volume 2? Did I? I thought I announced that already. I didn't. I guess I didn't. Is the Craven's Last Hunt Gallery edition ever coming out, Omar? Oh, you know what? They have postponed that for what, 2-3 years now? Who knows? Maybe one day. I hope so.
It would be cool. Do you know, or can you say if the Blue and Gold Mutant Genesis Omnis is standalone or Volume 1?
I don't know, but I can ask to see. I would like it to be a Volume 1, but then that's going to make a lot of people angry with the Fatal Attractions.
Yeah,
Spider-Man
I think
Blue
you
is
meant
excellent.
For,
That's a
that
good
out,
one.
But also a romance comic, yeah. So, when
Dude.
do we get the Rec Rap Impulse spinoff?
I saw that Joe Kelly's
What are you
taking
talking
Rec Rap.
Who? What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who's Rec Rap?
Rec Rap, the big Spider-Man guy. He's Peter Parker spelled backwards.
I've never.
He was in
heard of him.
the Zeb Wells run, which you
that's
haven't
why
read
they-
yet.
I love the first volume. Oh my gosh, it was so good.
Yeah, and then
What's upcoming on the Message Trailer this week? I hope you're having a good vacation, Big Stu.
Let's
Good
see.
Time off.
Tomorrow will be my there's an announcement from Alien Books that I'm doing early in the morning, and then at 2:30 I'm talking to my good friend Torun Grumbeck, and then later on will be my overview of the Best of War, the artist edition from IDW. Monday is my overview in the morning of your first look at the New Avengers Omnibus Volume 1. That video went on. I was like, wow, man, this video's 35 minutes. I need to cut down some stuff. And then Peter and I one-on-one deciding what are our favorite 10 X-Men comics that belong in a collection. X-Men related, so not just X-Men, but like X-Force, Wolverine, New Mutants. We're coming in with 10 different. What if we come in with the exact same 10? I'm like, well, I guess the show's over. There's no point in arguing. I cannot wait for that. That's at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. Rec Rap sounds like something Phil Owens would like to. Tuesday is my top reads of the year, top 10 reads of the year, and I'm looking forward to that one. And then the overview of Decimation. Wednesday is the top 30 collected editions I'm looking forward to in 2025.
Wow.
And then my overview of Star Wars Empire Volume 3. Thursday is my overview of Deathstroke, and I think it's when we're going to do the Marvel solicits, but I got to take the Masterworks out of there because those haven't been announced yet. I need to check with David when I can start announcing those. And then Friday is the upcoming collected editions for January of 2025. Woo! I got a whole week of work ahead of me. Oh my gosh. That's a lot, man. Omar and Melanie, I might not attend live streams for some months, but it's been great talking to you guys for the past few months. Gonna miss you guys. Might come with another name. Okay, bye, guys. Okay, Master Bobby. Have a good one, buddy.
Yeah. Dazzling Omnibus thoughts? Is it a good run? Are these one shots or the story continues throughout the Omnibus?
I think you should come back and ask on Monday what Peter and I think it's okay. It's okay. I didn't like the way it ended. It's got some gorgeous artwork in there too.
Which two comic characters should be in a relationship? One from DC and one from Marvel.
In a relationship. Gambit and Big Barda, so you can get the heck away from my rogue, and I can write myself in that comic.
That's a good name.
That's my answer. What about you? One from Marvel, one from DC. Wonder Woman and who? Who would you ship Wonder Woman with?
I need half an hour to think about this.
Oh, never mind. We ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for that. Do I have any contacts at Skybound? I do. Yeah, we need UK issues reprinted in order with the US issues. We need this. Oh, you're talking about classic stuff. I do, but that part of Skybound doesn't talk to me. It's okay. It's cool. They could just I just suggest a few things, and it's just like hey, whoever just emailed me, that's a really good idea. I like the name. Was that Halo? Who was it that said I'm going to email you an idea for a segment? I like that. That's cool. I'm going to shoot that over to Dom and Melanie. Are we getting collected editions in March previews? I think that will be on Thursday. Right? Thursday. Sure.
Wait, was that?
Yeah. I knew he was talking about the classic Transformers.
Okay.
Should I buy Watchmen or Batman Long Halloween? Watchmen.
Oh.
You don't need to read anything after Watchmen. I've been looking for this super controversial manga that came out ages ago. I read about it on Reddit. It was a manga adaptation of Mein Kampf. Have you?
Mein
Kampf? No, I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, I haven't. Never mind. I was thinking of something different.
Message to Adolf is the only one that I've read with anything to do with.
Maybe that's what I was.
And that's the one by Osamu Tezuka. So I don't know about this one, man. But they do have a. Nah, never mind. I was going to say the anime. Have you guys checked out Rockefellers from Ghost Machine? I've read the first 2 issues. I think it could give the Fantastic Four a run for the money, especially with Tomasi at the helm. Tomasi's great.
I've seen the covers and it does look interesting.
I'm waiting for the collected edition, brother. I'm waiting for that collected edition. Paul and Punchline. They even serve each other. Yes. Omar, collected here. Omar, I will buy any Venom graphic novel you choose if you watch the proposal and post a reaction. I hate that. No, that's not a good deal.
Okay, thinks that's the one.
Okay, Message to Adolf it's solid. It is Osamu Tezuka's take on it, and it's not anything. I don't want to spoil what it's about because a lot of people when they see that and they see the cover, they're like, oh, it's about 2 different people. It's an interesting read. I think Tezuka was doing a lot of things like way outside of what everybody else was doing in manga and not playing it safe. I mean, he did a story on Buddha, and that was phenomenal, man. And as well as doing Astro Boy and other things. Okay. The collected editions March previews, the stream, Don, Joe, and Taylor. I'll ask when they're going to do it. I think they're going to do it on Tuesday with Ben, Bunkmaster B.
Oh, fun.
I'm getting everything Ghost Machine. Loving it. Can't wait to see your opinions, Omar. Well, I love Geiger, and I'm digging Junkyard Joe, not dog. He was a wrestler.
New Sweet Channel, we told you earlier that he didn't buy it. He didn't know it existed.
Yeah, I didn't know. Oh no, I knew it existed. I forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
Omar, what creative team would make the funniest superhero comic? Can be duo, trio. Sergio Aragonés, Peter David, and Richard Starkings on lettering. And Paul Maltz on colors. There you go. Final answer.
Wow. How did you have that?
Because I think of funny people.
Like, even lettering, though. Kudos to
you.
Oh,
because I love Richard Starkings. And I think if anybody could do humor and added into, or anybody from Comic Craft, added into the humor of the story, it would be his group of people. They're some of the best letterers out there. When is the Deathstroke Omni overview? Probably Thursday or Friday. Mine is floating around in the outer space. I have no idea where it is, and I gotta have time to reading it. What do I think about pirating comics? I don't. So I don't have any opinion on it. You mean like if you can't afford it? I mean, I'm not an advocate for it. I'm not gonna tell you to go and do it.
Yeah.
Right. My channel is about collected editions, so yeah, I have no opinion on pirating comics. Don't do it. Stay clean. Character you want a solo run of that hasn't had one before, because I mean a lot of X-Men have, right? Like Wolverine, Storm, Gambit, like Rogue, they've all had their own series. Longshot even had his own series. Herman Glob who's
good quiche.
Psylocke had miniseries. All right, let's stay out of X-Men. What about Black Knight? I think Black Knight is an excellent character. Hey, what's up, Eddie Brock? Thanks for spending so much time with us during the holiday. I love the Black Knight. Yes, man, he's awesome. You put Black Knight with Cersei back in those days. Yeah, Solo had his own book. Remember? Colossus had one shot, and then there was like a 3-issue miniseries. Oh, Big Barda never had a.
She does now, isn't that in that Kids Digest?
Oh, the digest book. Yeah. And dang it, yeah, Black Knight's had minis. Who's a character that hasn't had minis then? Honey Badger ongoing series, and Giri Hiru doing the artwork. I think she would draw an adorable honey badger. Final answer. Rook Exodus seems to be the biggest hit from Ghost Machine. I have several comics. YouTube's name it on top of the really. Oh, I can't wait to read that. And it's all interconnected too. Edwin Jarvis ongoing.
Club wasn't the character, was essentially the lead in one of the Age of X-Men minis.
Oh, okay.
Frogman?
No, not that. In a distant future, when the Ultimate Universe
has a lot more comics. Do you want the Ultimate Universe comics to get a TV series universe or a new anime film similar to Ultimate Avengers movie?
I like a TV show. Lana Lang, Superwoman. That's a good one. I like that. I actually like that series. Didn't last long.
Oh, Hickman on Silver Surfer. That'd be cool. Tom King and Jorge
Fornes on Daredevil. Which creative team would you like to see in a character? In my case, it would be Tom King and Jorge Fornes on Daredevil. I think for me, it would be Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird on Daredevil. And I don't know about the artist, though. Who would work well with them? Sophie Campbell's art is too cute for Daredevil. Although it could work depending on the writing. Marco Caqueta was awesome. Probably Jorge Jimenez on Daredevil would be awesome. Who would I want on Silver Surfer? Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns on Silver Surfer with artwork by Dan Mora. Final answer. Hazmat would have great miniseries. The Gibbon. Oh, look at Phil Owens bringing in the old school Gibbon and Kangaroo.
And he said Stiltman along with John.
Yeah. Do I think there's enough material for a Zatanna Omnibus? Yeah. What are some beginner-friendly Hulk stories? Have I done a Where to Begin the Hulk? I haven't done Where to Begin the Hulk. Peter David's run is a really good run for beginners, I think. Immortal Hulk is a good run for beginners. Hulk by Jason Aaron is actually a good run for beginners, but nobody talks about it because it's kind of in that weird, forgotten period of like Mark Waid, Jason Aaron. I think it was Jerry Duggan that did Hulk. Planet Hulk, I think, is a great place. Even though it's like the aftermath of something that happened, I think it's a great place. Remember Jim Lee on Danny Cat. Oh, dude, now we're cooking. Yeah, Hulk Omnibus Volume 2 by Peter David is amazing.
I love this sentence. John's on the Surfer would slap hard.
Oh, for real, man.
Awesome.
It would slap hard.
What's your opinion on Joe Kelly writing Spider-Man again? Who would you pick to write Spider-Man if it was up to you?
Chip Zdarsky. I think Chip's got the humor and the heart, and I know he's done it, but I would love to have a crack at it again. I think you need somebody. I mean, if not Chip, like somebody with quip humor, that's good. I'm trying to think of who hasn't had a crack at Spider-Man that I would like to see write Spider-Man. You know what's funny? When Tarun Grombeck comes back, you can ask her about this tomorrow, but she said Spider-Man is the effing hardest character to write because there's a lot of pressure on you. And she said, Jason Aaron told her this. Jason Aaron said there will be a time, you will remember a time before you wrote Spider-Man and a time after you wrote Spider-Man. And there's a lot of truth to that. It's a lot of pressure, right? Like we expect quip out of Spidey. So, I don't know. That's a tough one. Who would I like to write Spider-Man? Tom Taylor? I think he never got. I mean, he did Friendly Neighborhood. Tom Taylor. I think Tom Taylor would be a solid Spider-Man writer. Yeah, final answer. Jeff John, Sinister Six. Do you think Hickman's new series, Imperial, is about the Imperial Guard? I remember when he was first on Rise, he said he wanted to crack at them. I actually know what it's about. That was one of the conversations, but I don't think they want to be. It's not for me to tell. So it's going to be cool, though. It's going to be cool. And if you want a hint, look at what's collected in the Cosmic X-Men Omnibus. What do you think?
What do you think Marvel will do to fill in the gap from the Mutant Genesis and Veiled Faction Omnis?
Make people cry? Like, I don't think they thought about, like, when reprinting Fatal Attractions as an event omnibus. Whoo! I don't think they thought about what are we gonna do with these other issues. But now there's missing issues and an annual that are missing. Best take on Spider-Man is in Chip's Daredevil. Kyle Stark. Oh, Kyle Starks. Thank you. That is a good one. He's a funny dude. And he can write heart, too. That's a good one. I like that. God, I like it. Batman 2 delayed. I saw that.
And Brave and the Bold movie also delayed.
And we're getting a Clayface TV show or movie. You know, I ain't making fun of these projects anymore because Penguin, for real, was one of my favorite watches this year. It was amazing.
You're giving your hint is giving homework.
What we gotta do is look at what's collected in there. Garth and his Moon Knight. That would be cool. I don't think Garth would like that though.
Batman, No Man's Land, or Jeff Loeb, Batman.
Batman, Jeff Loeb. You only need one. No Man's Land. You're gonna need 3. Road 2 and 1 and 2. Kelly Thompson would be great at writing Spidey too. I think she's good with the quips. Yeah. I want the first volume of Justice League Unlimited to drop. What should I read after Batman Year 1? Melanie?
Batman Year 2.
You gang skippy Batman Year 2.
Genuinely likes it.
Yes, I genuinely
likes
it.
it.
No one else will tell you that. They'll tell you to go read Long Halloween, and they ain't wrong. I want the first volume of Justice League Unlimited to drop just to see your overview. DC is firing on all cylinders right now. They are, man. There's my buddy.
It's the Star Wars crossover.
Alex. Imperial's a Star Wars crossover. I've not looked at the map and go Cosmic X-Men. I ain't saying nothing about Star Wars. Kelly Thompson for Spidey would be perfect.
Best Flash Omni to get?
Mark Waid. Or Jeff Johns. I think it's easier. It's a little bit of a slow burn. No, Mark Waid. Because it's easier to get into that Omnibus Volume 1 because he starts off with Year 1.
I heard there was something called an Ask Me Anything.
Oh, there was, yeah.
But I'm not sure where I can find it. Be part of it. Could Omar and Melanie help me in this confusing time?
We do have a Patreon where we do exclusive things on our Patreon, like our Ask Me Anything, which you literally can ask me anything, and I don't shy away from answering. And there's also early access to videos. We have a book club. There's a Discord, and the one-on-ones, which are currently sold out. But yeah, thank you so much, New Spooky Channel. As a kid, when I had bad, what is Roy saying? Thank you. Then there's our link to our Patreon. As a kid, when I got bad grades, my dad would force me to read Batman. I'm not reading that out loud. What is wrong with you? Your dad was a jerk.
Ibsy suggesting Batman the Man Who Laughs.
Oh, yeah, it's a good one.
Logan, I don't know if on Hoopla you could find the Dawn of X series.
Well, keep in mind the Dawn of X series, the anthologies were canceled, so they stopped. So I would go with the trade paperbacks of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When is the DC versus Marvel? It comes out this week. Unless it's a diamond, then that's a diamond. There's been delays.
There we go. Any chance to do a overview of Superman Kryptonite Deluxe Edition 2024? Regardless of your answer, you're awesome.
Oh, thank you. I actually recorded that last week. I just haven't released. I need to find the perfect time to release it. I record videos ahead of time, so I have a lot, of videos to release whenever I need something. I just haven't thought about. Yeah, I recorded it last week. I just haven't thought about when to release it. But thank you. Yes, so it is coming out. Absolute edition of Batman by Dennis O'Neil's and Adams, please. Oh, dude, that would be awesome with original colors, right? That is new modern colors that Adams oversaw. I heard that rumor was the reason why they canceled the new reprint, so they could go back and use the original colors. Oh, if you could get one DC versus Marvel omnibus, which would it be? The classic. The classic.
All right, baby. It's 1 o'clock.
Let's do 5 more questions. 5 more questions. I think including the Gambit miniseries, Bishop XSE could work. I love that, man. I love XSE. Not a lot of love for that book.
Okay, first question. What's your favorite Batman story? Best Batman story according to you? Is it? It's not Year 2.
I mean, Year 2 is up there. I actually did a video on my top 15 favorite Batman stories.
Oh.
Legacy. Batman Legacy. Love it, man. Immortal Ibsy. I'm 3 episodes behind on Daima. I can't wait to watch it. I heard my buddy Max told me the last episode was great. Are they going to come out with a Wolverine Volume 1 on the... well, you got to vote. Make sure you all vote. Come back and vote every February. I do it. And I give that list to Marvel. And they have been reprinting that list spot on just about, including X-Men Gold and Blue. Be a random Omni to read. Literally anything. Squirrel Girl. You said random, dude. Good journey. You come back on the channel to vote, by the way. My buddies and I break down what's out of print, and you come back and I give you the link of where to vote.
Oh, thanks, Rahul.
Last Saturday live stream of 2024. It's been a crap
How much
year
faith
personally, but the channel has been amazing.
How much faith do you have in the DC Finest line? Did you feel shaky when the Epics?
Of course I did. No, Epics, yeah, because I didn't know. I thought there were gap fillers for Omnis, and I was like, I don't know. I felt less faith in the DC Finest because we've been through this dance before with DC. But it seems like they are doubling down, man. I feel a lot better about it now. So fingers crossed that in the next catalog, we see more books coming out every week.
Oh, listen, asteroid crashing the Earth in
No.
a phase, chance will be significant. There's three channels.
Why would you say that?
You like Skeleton Crew?
I did. I liked episode 1 and 2. I haven't seen 3. It's cute. It's cute. I like it. Patiently waiting for your top 20 Wolverine stories, Omar. Please. Never read Squirrel Girl. At least I'll get some. Hey, good luck with that. Omar, you can choose. Give me Phil Owens. One novelist, alive or dead, from any era to read X-Men. Brando Sando. Everybody likes that guy. And he's fast. Dead, Harlan Ellison. One of my favorite writers. And he actually did an X-Men. He did an X-Men, was it 1 or 2 pages in that Heroes for Hope? Him and a bunch of other writers.
Show. This thing. This thing right here.
Stay off the internet.
Okay.
I'm really good at staying off the internet. Not Claremont again. Claremont's had 4 times. And he still does retro series. But I think Harlan Ellison, yeah. Tolkien to write. What would Tolkien write? Now I'm getting kind of creative. I think Tolkien writing Avengers. And C.S. Lewis writing Squirrel Girl. I'm really excited about Hush 2 starting up. Have a good day and evening, everyone. Oh, yes, we are out of here. Thank you so much for watching. Smash that like button on the way out, please. Check out cheapgraphicnovels.com. They're having another sale, I think, this weekend. And tell Near Mint Condition sent you their way. Everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'll be back tomorrow with Torun Grumbeck at 2:30 p.m.
Okay, if you've never read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, you love it. I love that book so much.
Oh, he would be great on X Factor. I like this idea. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.
Oh, Tolkien writes Strange Academy. Stay minty!
Strange Academy, we're good.